Nick Jackson, Criterion Collection reviewer guy, eating apples in reference to our latest Criterion Collection movie, number 273, Jules Dassin's Thieves Highway. God, that was the stupidest intro ever. I swear, I'm trying to be different for you guys. I'm not trying to sing stupid songs all the time because I'm getting bored with them. I need like a title sequence or something like that. Which I've been toying around with the idea of like a title sequence, maybe for next season. But anyway, for now, yeah, like I said, number 273, Jules Dassin, Thieves Highway. Another great, fantastic movie. I mean, this is our first since Rafifi early last. It was like 120 something or other. And yeah, so it's a great movie. 1949, 94 minutes, black and white, normal English. And yeah, so it's a great movie. It's a great little like suspenseful kind of drama thing, starring Mr. Richard Conte as an ex-GI Nick Garkos, and basically, well, I'll tell you about this. We'll have some spoilers or some spoilers, or actually all the spoilers. So basically, Nick Garkos is this soldier, and he comes back and he finds out that his dad is crippled by this crooked like Apple salesman in San Francisco. And I guess his dad drives trucks, and so he tries to get a job with to meet this guy and get back at him, and he meets this other guy who owns this truck, Ed, and they become partners, and Ed saves his life. Ed saves Nick's life one night when he gets a flat. And he tries to jack it up, and he gets caught underneath his truck, and so he's in debt to the guy. And so anyway, he makes it to San Francisco with all these apples, and he tries to sell them off. And I guess this what's the guy's name? Mike Figlia. Like he shorts people. He's like really crooked, and so he ends up trying to get back at him. But at the same time, and like so while he's there, he meets this prostitute who takes him in and gives him a home and lets him sleep in his bed, and she falls in love with him, and basically, yeah, that's the basic plot. I mean, in the end, and then there's a lot of intrigue, and the streetwalker find out the streetwalker's working for Figlia, but she ends up telling Nick everything because she's in love with him. And so yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. I really liked it. I really liked it. I think remembering how good Rafifi was helped. Dassin definitely tells a great story, and is really good with the suspense. The scene where Nick fall, it keeps cutting back between Nick falling asleep. Like, it looks like he's gonna fall asleep, because that's another big thing about driving a truck. They do have to do a lot of late night driving, and so he stays up all night, has to stay up all night driving. And so there's things about when you hang your elbow out the window, an open window, to let the cool air in, keep yourself awake. There's that, and then so there's a lot of when the scene where he gets the flat, he cuts it cuts between the tire running, and it cuts to Nick, and it's very suspenseful. Like, I could tell something was going to happen because they kept cutting back to the tire, and it was reminding me of the end of Rafifi where I forget who it is, but the guy is driving and then trying to barrel back to his girlfriend's apartment or wherever he was going, and the blood's curdling down his leg. So it's this really just this moment of suspense. So Dassin's got a really great sense of suspense. So yeah, so that's basically all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to get this one. It's a fantastic story, and yeah, that's all I got to say, really. What do I give it? I give it an A. I give it an A. Great movie. I think, like I said, basically just Dassin's a fantastic director, and what he does with drama and suspense and stories, one of a kind. So, Thieves Highway, great movie. I'm gonna get it. Let's see, what else? Supplements. There's a 11-minute supplement. There's 10-minute interview with Jules Dassin. That was done for the special edition or whatever. Let's see, and then there's a trailer for a documentary on AI Bezeritis, called The Long Haul of AI Bizarritis, which was a document who he was the author of the screenplay for Thieves Highway. And so I guess they were at the time of them releasing this, they were making a movie based on his life, and so Criterion decided to include the trailer. And then there's speaking of trailers, they also have the original theatrical trailer, and that's basically it. Not much more else. And yeah, I didn't know that Dustin was still alive at the time. I think he died. I think it said he died in 2008, so he was still around for this. So that's pretty cool. And like most people, I don't think I didn't know or forgot that he was American, basically. And this was right before the time of the blacklisting, and that affected him, and he was blacklisted. And so, he kind of had trouble making movies after this one. But we'll get to that in just a minute, and I'll explain why in just a second. But anyway, for now, Thieves Highway, a great movie. There it is. Okay, so I had time to do a little bit more than I thought I did. So any minute now, we're going to review Night in the City. Night in the City. Yes, it's Jules Dasinde. It's Jules Dasinde, basically. So Night in the City, I was able to knock that one out as well, and in the next video, which you might see in a few minutes, I don't know, whenever you decide to watch this. Sometime later, sometime in the next hour, you'll see 2 videos, and this will be the second one. So Jules Dassinde's Night in the City, another fantastic movie, but I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. So for now, we're done with Thieves Highway. Thank you for watching. Morals. Don't cheat people out of prices for apples. And that's basically it. Don't screw people over apples. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you you may see me. We'll see you in just a few minutes for Night in the City. And until then, have an apple and goodbye.